somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Hey.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your songs are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh. Tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed car.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Come on, fellas.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, echo!
Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Ryan. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 59, ready?
Switch it, come here, switch it. 36, 36.
Get out!
From the shotgun, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Big dash, big dash. Come. Alert flare, flare.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Exit. He's coming. We got double up.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, lift, small.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Line 20. Shell.
Shit. Hey, watch it. Like 42, like
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bring the mirror back and go full strength. Check four.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
DC. Bravo.
Watch the slip.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Not 180. Value 1. Hold on. Check. Hey, Haywood. Hey, kill.
Hey, watch the ball.
DC.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Whip. Watch the whip. SOS.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. Ready.
Tackles. Shit.
Check.
Undercrunch. Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Great plans, great plans, great plans.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Go.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We want this. Switch.
22.
Check 37. Check 37.
All right, 25 tonight. Greystone, travel.
Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, check.
He's coming. Double up. Check 26. Check 26. Jim.
Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
48 for Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Like 25. Hey, Tuesday.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's Freeman, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
This is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Coming. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch QB jump.
Now Goff on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tiger. Single. Hey, shoot. Mike 42, Mike 42. Nice, sweetheart. Mike's 42.
Now gone. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to go down again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aqib Talib, the corner with a sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, South.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, look.
Check. 22. Go. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Two for one.
Gone. Avoids him at the 40. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Whirling. Hey, Alpha. 127.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check back.
From the gun, here's Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, 59, ready?
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Tuesday. Watch out. Ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wait. He's checking crack.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Running right, this is Freeman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Mike. Ready. Got it.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go. 120.
On second down, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
70-10. Go.
Check right 27. Check right 27.
Here we go. Tell.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Kill.
42, Mike 42. You.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 42. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check them.
On 4th down, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, South.
Freeman again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stay with your man.
Hey, switch gears. Check it.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Double time. Out. 3 down. Out. He's checking. Check. Check 3.
Now Ito Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They go back to the ground with Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. McCaffrey, they'll try to run it in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 45 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Alert three. Alert three. Mike 27, Mike 27.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 5.
To throw is gone. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Grady Jarrett, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand. I'm like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.